Hi guys, this is Melissa. I'm actually eating the last part of my dinner. This is the Vanilla Fresh through the 3-day refresh reset program that I'm doing. It is really good, especially when you can throw in some extra freebies. But earlier today I was supposed to put in a healthy fat, and guess what I forgot to do? Put a healthy fat in the food I was supposed to put it in. I was supposed to put it in with my kale. I've been making kind of like a kale soup. You hear those bells? I just took her for a walk and she wants to go back outside. I said it quietly so she wouldn't hear me, but I think she did. She's looking at me. Watch this. Maxie is looking at me. What is he doing? What are you doing over there? See? And she decided to join us. Hey, Maxie. What's everybody doing? What's everybody doing, huh? Now I'm just trying to give people a little sneak peek of what I'm doing day in, day out with this refresh, and you're like, ringing the bell. Let's go for another W. Which is a walk. Shh, no, I didn't say that. All right, so sorry for the slight sidetrack. So anyway, I actually enjoyed the Vanilla Fresh independently, but sometimes I do like to add in those extra flavors. So for the one that I'm eating now, I have the shake itself. I threw in the healthy fat that I had failed to put in one of my meals earlier today. I've been kind of making like a kale soup, which I was trying to say earlier before I got distracted. And so I put in some PB2, and then I love to do the vanilla extract. It's not the fake stuff, the imitation stuff. It's the all natural stuff that is good for you, not processed or anything. So I will be eating it like ice cream. I throw in extra ice to thoroughly enjoy it. So I was thinking about it, I'm not very good with staying organized with my food. Like, you would think as a nutrition and wellness and health and wellness coach that I would actually have all of it down. And, for the most part, I have it down, but I have never been completely faithful with the container system that is through the program. So that's what I'm looking at right now. It's the maintenance guide, which is similar to the setup of the 21-day fix. So instead of having guesswork of, oh, is this the size of my palm? How much should I put in this bowl? Is that 8 ounces? Is that 16 ounces? Is that 4, 2? Is that a teaspoon? Well, the cool thing is the teaspoon is still there. No worries, because you just grab one of those measuring teaspoons, not one of these, because these, believe it or not, scoop more than what you actually need. There's a little divot in here, so they say this is a teaspoon. It really isn't. It's actually different. So make sure you have the teaspoon. She wants to go out again. Anyway, so I'm just going to kind of figure out what I need for my calorie target, because there is a calculation that you just do really quick before you plan on things. So, the step 1, this is also similar to the 21-day fix. I know I just said that, but you basically want to figure out what kind of lifestyle you have. Now, a lot of you probably think, oh, I see her working out all the time in the morning. She must be really active. Where does she get all that energy? Guess what, guys? It's only 30 minutes that I work out a day. If I want an extra boost of workout, I run 30 minutes in the night if I can. So, I don't run more than an hour. I don't work out more than an hour a day. So you would think that I am active, like, all the time, because that's what you see, but there's other things that I do other than working out, like walking my dog, which, okay, that's working out, but I play with her. I spend time with Chris. I help other people figure out what they need to do for their weight loss and fitness journeys. So I actually sit on my butt more in the day than I would like to because of my day job. See, I work claims at the Hartford. So I will actually have to put in option A, which means that I have a very sedentary lifestyle. So you're going to take your current weight and you're going to multiply it by 11. Cool thing about my weight is very close to that average of 150. Not gonna lie, I'm not a skinny bean, but I'm short. So that's why if you look at a picture, oh, Melissa's probably got a big butt or whatever. That's just in my genetics. Thanks, Grandma. It's, I'm okay. Even at my thinnest, that's like still kind of big, and it's not like huge or ginormous or anything that I'm disappointed about. So I've learned to accept the little booty that I have. So I would actually multiply that with 11. There's 12 and 13 for active, retail, use the stairs, and then, highly active for somebody who's on your feet all day, like somebody in an ER. And then, of course, you're going to want to choose what exercise program you're going to do. And at this point, I am going to be doing this awesome new program that Autumn Calabrese started. It is called Country Heat. And great thing about that is you're just dancing and having fun and grooving and doing maybe a little yeehaw. And, right now for me, it's a good fit because I miss my dancing. I want to do Zumba. I want to do all these new moves and things that I haven't done before. And I haven't really done a whole lot of country line dancing since high school. I mean, I've done some here and there for weddings, maybe made a goofball of myself because that's just in my nature. But I also struggle with certain ailments. I'm starting this issue that has caused me to get some arthritis. So parts of me are just not functioning in the way that I would like, and having this food plan and eating the right stuff as much as possible is going to help me stay strong and continue to get fit. I did something with this shoulder. I blame the people of the cruise line a couple months ago when I was in Alaska because they worked it kind of funny, and then it hasn't been quite right in the past couple days. It's been really hurting. So I've learned to love weightlifting, but guess what I can't do? Weightlifting. And guess what I also can't do? I can't go like this with that arm. And if I do, it hurts. Like I can't. So, or even if I try to do something like that, it hurts like right here. So I'm thinking I have a rotator cuff and maybe a pinched nerve issue. Definitely should have it checked out. But this is as far as I can go for reaching my shoulder. I can really go over on this side. Can't so much here because it really hurts right in here. So, doing a little bit of a yeehaw, keeping it low movement here as best as I can, and just going crazy with my legs and feet. So I'll be doing that and some running. And then there's a little calculation of, hey, you're gonna do a workout, and then you add a certain amount of calories, and then if you want to lose weight, then you subtract 750 from your daily burn. I've already done some of the calculation, and I don't know what it is. I'm not the smallest little person, and I see small people, and they are always in like the next category. But no matter what I calculate, I'm always in that first category where I'm eating the least out of everybody. But the one thing I've learned is, you can customize it. There's a program that I did also starring Autumn Calabrese called The Hammer and Chisel. And when you start feeling fatigued, you can eat an additional red, or which is considered a meat, and then you can eat another healthy fat, because apparently the proteins and healthy fats keep you satiated, and you know, they help work your body. So you know, I might be adding a couple extras here and there to fit my needs, or just go into the next category once I start training for this full marathon, which is coming up. I'm going to start training in the next 2 weeks if this works okay for me. So, you know, that's your calculation. You figure out on the chart, just like the 21-day fix, which grouping you're going to be in. So right now I'm starting here because right this week and next week I'm really not going to be running a whole lot. I'm probably going to run shorter runs on the weekends at this time just because of my shoulder. I don't want to overdo it, and I know I'll be running, but when you run you also do this. So I gotta, you know, work things out and make sure this is as stable as possible. So there's other steps too. Basically, you're gonna choose your foods, because each container has a huge list of food. So when people are like, oh, Melissa's on a diet, no, I'm not on a diet. I am just eating real food and just having containers do the measurements for me, because I don't want to be counting calories. I don't want to be counting points or anything like that. But you've got all this food for all the other containers too, like the fruit and the protein, and the first one I showed you was the vegetable. You got your carb portions, you got your healthy fats like the avocados and the nuts, and you know, hummus. I love hummus. I think I mentioned that before. You also have your nuts and portions. You got your beverages and butters and free add-ons. You know, and the cool thing is, when you're on a maintenance plan, it's okay to have the occasional glass of wine. Don't have a whole bottle in one sitting. Even if you have one of those big glasses, that's really not a serving. That's like 10 maybe, you know, depending on how big. You know, the regular wine glasses, believe it or not, that's 3 servings. Isn't that crazy? So why don't manufacturers make the smaller one? Because they want you to drink more. Anyway, so that's the cool thing. And then the last section, just like the 21-day fix, gives you the meal suggestions. So that is pretty cool. I think, you know, if there's a bind where I'm like, I want something quick, I can just prep these meals and then throw it in the microwave. The oven, I can, you know, if I have to shake it up and put it in the blender to make it like a nice cool meal with ice, I can do that. You know, and I'd have to admit, boiled eggs are actually a good staple for me. I thoroughly enjoy those. And then of course you've got Shakeology options and meal options there too. So there's a whole bunch of things in here, which is really awesome. And also even talks to you about dining out the healthy way, and just looking for the pre-meal starch, like say no to the breads and order your vegetables and fruit. Ask for grilled, not fried. Ask for sauces on the side, or just say no to the sauces. And then obviously there's a yellow container that is supplied to you, which I will show in another video. But you can bring one of those if you're not really sure, oh, should I eat this or eat that, and you know, you don't want to do all that guesswork. Have your waiter bring the table, the dish to the table, and then have them sit it down for you. Take that yellow container, fill up the yellow container, and say, hey waiter, like Grover, hey waiter, there's a fly in my soup. No, just tell them, hey, can you bag up the rest? And then you got your meal in this container. And it's a lot, because if you were to put it on a plate, like a small, nice rounded plate or square, rectangle, it will be sufficient for you to feel satiated, and you'll be able to enjoy your company more. So there's a lot there, and if you have any questions about the stuff that I've been talking about, where to get it, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to do so. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and take it easy. Have a good evening.